Good morning, students. Today our topic is histogram and Pandas series. So in this lecture we are going to discuss both of them. Let's start with this histogram. As you know that to draw a histogram, you should use matplotlib library. So there is a small program to create a histogram. First of all, import matplotlib.pyplot.splt. Pyplot is one of the interfaces of matplotlib. So PLT is the alternative name given to matplotlib.pyplot, and the most important thing is that to draw a histogram, there is a method named HIST. And as NumPy is used because NumPy, there is I think no need to use NumPy here. Okay, random. For that purpose, NumPy is used because it randomly generates numbers up to 1000. So let us execute this program. This is our spider ideally. Now we can write program here. Just execute the program. Let us see what happens. It will take some time. Okay, now that is our program, and that is the previous output, which is related to pie chart, which we already discussed in our last video. Now that is histogram, the program that we discussed here. Histogram. So you can see here that is histogram. A simple histogram is here. Two libraries are imported. We import two libraries, NumPy and matplotlib. To generate random number, we import NumPy, and color is orange. That's why orange color is here. If we change the color, just R, then you can easily see that red color is here. If we change another color, green, then histogram is in green color. So that is a parameter, and you can write the full color name, or you can write a single character that represents that color. Okay, so there are two options to fulfill the purpose of color. Now just remove the color. Let us see what happens. Default color will be there, and default color is blue. You can easily see here. Default color is blue. And bins are 10, so we can also change it. Let us change it to 20. Now you can show that 20 different intervals are there, bars are there to form a histogram. And if you just reduce it just as 5, then you can easily see that now it is easy to count. 5 bins are there. X level and Y level basically show the heading of X axis and Y axis. So if you just execute this program without these two methods, so graph will be plotted without these two levels, and plt.show is basically used to show the output. That is the program related to plot a histogram. Now you can easily see that when you just execute it in second time, then output is little bit different, and it is just because we just use here random.n, so which basically generate random number up to 1000. Now if you just change the value, then you can easily see here bins is equal to 10 and random is equal to 100. So it is up to you if you change this number, then output will be according to that range. And just like 50, then random 50. So random note up to 50 will be generated. So that is the main cause of random.random, which generate random numbers. Here it is clearly mentioned that numpy.random.random returns a sample or samples from the standard normal distribution. So it just returns samples. So this is the output. We already execute this program. Now the second type of histogram. So second program is there, part 2, which also generates histogram, but in different manner. We change the just type here, different type of histogram, and the type of histogram is step field. Also we just take orientation is equal to horizontal. So orientation is equal to horizontal is there. By default it is vertical. So if we just remove it, then you can easily see here it is in vertical direction. Vertical representation is there. Also edge color is another parameter. You can also change the edge color attribute here, edge color parameter. Now it is red. Color, if we just change the color white and edge color red. Now if you change the edge color to green, then you can easily see that color of the edge is now green. So you can change both the color and edge color parameters. Now just execute the program again. You can easily see that the default color is blue. So here we just remove the parameter color. So default color blue is there, and by default edge color is black. Here his type is step field. So the output look like this. By default his type is in the forms of bar. Also alpha is the opacity. You can change, give any value from 0 to 1. Now if we take 1, you can see the darkness. If you just reduce the value 0.2, you can see here opacity is reduced in this case. So it is up to you, and if you see just 0, then it is not visible. 0.5, 50% is there. Point 5, 50% is there. 50% opacity is there. And 1 you can easily see here. Now it is clearly visible. Second is his type step field. Just first of all just remove the value of alpha. You can see here. So we can see that default is 1. And if we remove the parameter histotype that is given in this type in this example is field, and also see what are the change. Now you can easily see here output is in the forms of bars. Bins are also given here, so change the bin, number of the interval of bins are changed here when we give the value of bins is equal to 10, and when we just remove it, then also we can see that default value of bins are considered here, which is 10 in this case. So at least you should give the value of data, which is the essential parameter to plot a histogram. So this is how you can plot a histogram. And there is an important note here. Matplotlib allow you to adjust the transparency of a group plot using alpha. So alpha this basically gives you transparency, and if you want to make the graph plot more transparent, then you can make alpha less than 1, such as 0.5, 0.25. If you want to make a graph plot less transparent, then you can make alpha greater than 1. This is the output. Now all the topics related to Matplotlib library are covered here. So we start second chapter, Python Pandas. And first of all, let's start with its series. So Python Pandas series. As you know that Python Pandas series one-dimensional data structure, in which there is only a single column or one-dimensional array that is capable of storing various data types. So we can easily convert the list tuple and the dictionary into series using series method. So series method is used to create a series, and we can create a series using list tuple. So 4 parameters value are there: data, index, dtype, and copy, in which data is essential attribute as essential parameter which should be given at least. Next is index. If you want to give the index value, then it is also, then you can give it by index parameter. And then dtype represent data type, and copy, which is used to copy a data series. So a small program is here to create an empty series. First of all, let us try to create an empty series. For that purpose, you must import pandas library. So just write import pandas as pd, then as pd.series, empty series will be there because it contains no element. You can easily see here. Now empty series there. Okay. So empty series here. You must write this name of the series within the parenthesis. It is Python 3.4. Otherwise, it will raise an error. Now you can see here that and dtype is float 64. It is a default data type. You may also mention data type using dtype parameters, but if it just left it, then default data type will be there. That is float 64. That is the output of this program. Creation of a series, empty series. So if we don't pass any parameter value, then empty series will be there. So to plot a series with data, at least a data type, at least a data parameter should be used. Now this is a second example, creating a series from an array. So here just create a series using array. So for that purpose we just use array method, which is a part of NumPy library. Array contain different characters. Actually it is a name, PRAVEEN, and each there are different characters, PRAVEEN. These are the characters related to array. And if we want to make a series, we just write pd.series data. So that data, which is an array, is converted to a series. Now let us execute this program and find out the solution of this program, output of this program. You can easily see here that is the output, and each and every character of this array, there is a default index value, start from 0. If you want to give the index value, then you can give by using index parameter. So we here just give 4 index value, 100, 101, 100, 203 for 4 different character A, B, C, D. So let us execute this program. You can easily see that now different index values are given to different characters of an array. They are 4 characters, that's why there are 4 index values. Now you can easily see on screen, these are the different index values related to A, B, C and D, which are the characters of an array. Now 2 programs have been covered yet. One using simple data with default index value and second with index value. Now next topic is create a series from a dictionary. So you can also create a series using dictionary. So here you can easily see here that there is a dictionary named info, which contain different elements in key value combination x0, y1, etc. So let us execute this program and see what happens after the execution of that program. If we just pass dictionary as a parameter value within the series method. Name of the dictionary is info here. Now that is the output of this program. You can easily see here that key values are default index in this case when we use a dictionary, and data type is float 64, which is by default. You can change the data type by using dtype parameter value. Our next topic is accessing data from a series position. If you want to access the element of a series with position, then it is also possible. There is a question you can easily see on the screen with different index position. So if we just write x 0, and 0 is written within the square bracket, that is that reflect the position. Then element at that position 0, it means first element will be printed in that case. Here you can easily see the output, and first character is there. Which is 1. First number is there, which is 1 in this case. Remember that here index positions are also given, but still if can access the data by using default index position, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let us talk about the series object attributes. Now I think all of you are very comfortable to create a series using array or a dictionary. So different attributes are also there, which is useful to create a series. Some of them are given on screen, just like index, shape, dtype. Others are size, empty, has length, n bytes, and dim, item size. It may be possible that some of them are not supported by this version, Python Anaconda version, but the functions, you have to remember the use of that attributes. For example, series.index basically defines the index of the series. Series.shape returns the tuple of the shape of the data. Series.dtype, it returns the data type of the data. Series.size, it returns the size of the data. Okay, so let us consider them one by one. First of all, retrieving index array and data array of a series object. So there is a small program here. You can easily find out two series are there, x and y. X is default index value and y there are index value given, which are a, b, c. So if you want to find out the index value, just write x.index or y.index. If you want to find out the values regarding to that, for that purpose there is another attribute values. So just write x.values and y.values. And you got the answer regarding to different index and different values. So let us execute this program. Here you can write your program. Just try to execute this program. Here it is the output. You can easily see that different index and different values are given here related to two series x and y. So here we just use two attribute, index and values. Index is used to find out the index and value is to find out the value related to keys, associated with keys. So I think very simple to execute. Now just let us take a single series, that is x, which gives you a clear idea about the index and values. Now you can easily see here different index positions and different values are given here. you want to retrieving types, data types and size of the type, and for that purpose there is a attribute named item size. So just write first of all name of the series dot item size. You get the size of the item, that is size of the series. So there is a small program. Two series are there, A and B, which contain different data elements. Series A contain integer type of value and series B contain float type of value. Then series B also contain different indexes x, y, z. Then if you want to print a data type, just write a.d type, and want to find out item size, then a.item size, where a is the name of the series. And same procedure is followed for series B. So d type basically returns the data type and item size returns the size of the item, so it means size of the series. Okay, so item size is not supported by this version, so only data type will be written in this case. Now this is the program here, a.shape, b.shape, to find out the shape of a series. So shape attribute is used to find out the shape of a series. You can easily see that the shape of first series 4 and second is 3, because first series A contain 4 elements and B contain 3 elements. So using shape attribute you can find out the shape. And if you want to find out the dimension, size and number of bytes, for that purpose different attributes are used. Dimension and dim, size for size and for find out number of bytes, and byte attribute is used. Now let us execute this program. And byte attribute is not supported by this version. Basically it returns the number of bytes. Now you can easily see that dimension and size are there for each series in this program. First series 1 1, second is 4 3. Next is checking emptiness and presence of none value. So to find out the presence of none value, there is a attribute named has nans. We find out the none values if exist. The series object has no attribute and has NAS, so it is also not supported by this version of Python Anaconda. Now if you want to find out the total number of elements, for that purpose count attribute is used, and find out to len is also calculated. So here these are the different attributes by which you can access a series elements. So this is all about series. So in series, first of all, try to create different types of series. A series using empty series using list or array, or a series using dictionary, and then remember the all attributes related to a series. In our next video, we will discuss about data frame, especially creation of a data frame. Thanks for watching this video.